Juliet Lucas, DTIFR. Ma'am, good morning. And
Is this on?
yeah, sige po.
Thank you, Sir Alec, Sir Gabby. I would like also to greet our creative stakeholders in the city. Ang vibrant. It's really very vibrant community. So, the Department of Trade and Industry is always supportive to that, to creatives, because we now call that a very big industry na it becomes international in scope. Wala pang passport yan, di ba? Yung mga tao need not to have passport to be able to enter the international scope. And I'm so happy that while DTI focus on putting creatives as an industry, as a business, and gathering enterprises into the loop, and noting the economic benefits of this industry to our stakeholders. Our creative community in Baguio puts a lot of value in the different art products and different works that we have, that we do with our hands, no? The stories that you tell, the background, and the origins, they mean a lot to the value of the creative artwork that we, or the works that we do. I remember one time a very small exhibit that I attended in September, or that was in October. I asked Marge here, why will I buy that small painting, which is a desktop and nature? Sabi niya, you can just stare on that and break from work and you will be rejuvenated. And true enough, that is actually very true. So we will see the benefit pala of these works, not only to individuals, but not only to the economy, but also to the personhood of all of us that are appreciating creative. So for the Department of Trade and Industry, we just had the Fiesta Haraya, which is a creative festival, but it's regional in scope. So for 2023, we had the mapping and profiling of what the creative industry looks like in our region. Of course, with Baguio City being the creative city for folk arts and craft, anchoring and pulling in all the other areas of the region and making it a showcase of our creative industry. So, last year we had the profiling. This year we brought out the works of the creative domains. So we had the Core Diseño, which is a challenge of designers bringing out their creativity in our fashion accessories and wearables. And of course, we want more participation. If we continue with that, next year, hindi lang sana 22 ang participants, kundi mas marami pa, para mas maraming lalabas. We also have the CHORD, C-H-O-R-D, Cordillera Songwriting Contest. And my God, we had beautiful songs, nakakatindig balahibo yung mga pieces that they have portrayed during the Haraya. And you know, even this is, I just realized that Sisiwit, a very popular song done by our Cordillera musician, is very popular, and the author is not that popular. So he was there and he made another song. So sabihin ko, we have to look at the copyright of that one so that it will already be out for usage. Kasi tingin natin, gamit tayo ng gamit sa mga art, sa mga works na ito, pero we are not giving back to them. Sana we should also recognize them with some royalties, no? And then we also had the contest of digital poster making contest, because October was also the Consumer Welfare Month. And the kids, for the first time that they work on digital animation or digital arts, they did beautiful posters. Likewise, photography that is portraying all, giving a lot of information of our area to the world is also one thing to see. And with all of those that came into fore, nakita natin that there's a lot of domains that we can offer from the Cordillera. The law that is supporting creative industry, which is being implemented now, is the Philippine Development, PCIDA, Philippine Creative Industry Development Act. And there is fund that is supporting that, and that is what we are implementing. No? So we do that annually, and through this, we hope our creative industry will become more prosperous. So we are also going to have the creative content workshop on November 8 and 9 here in Baguio. Please look at the posters for that. I did not memorize the date already given you, no? So it will also be still a part of the Creative Festival Fiesta Haraya. And then on November 15, that is in Alabang, Muntinlupa, please invite our networks, all our networks, wherever they are, because we will again be exhibiting and showcasing our crafts and visual arts at the venue there at the Festival Mall. So there were 60 participants from the Cordillera that signified, and 60 booths rather, but 80 participants sa Impakabsat. We will also be showcasing there the new products that were developed from the design competition, and of course the performers will also be going there for the performances. And with that, with all of these activities, we also have Lunsod Lunsad, which is our support to Baguio City Creative, that is under the PCIDA law. And we are providing funds for the city for them to implement their proposed activity for creatives. And for this year, it is product development. That is in support to the request of our very own mayor, who said, let us bring out souvenir items that are with intricacy, that the craftsmanship is with intricacy. So if it has to be with the use of technology, then that's what we are looking at now, because some intricate activities with our art, although the mind is very creative, our hands cannot really do it, especially for tiny items, no? For tiny items. So yun, we are looking at what will happen with the product development workshops to be conducted under the Lunsod Lunsad, and of course we are excited with the prototypes that will be coming up, because that will be all done by the Imagineers of Baguio City. Imagineers, the artists themselves here in Baguio City. So that's all. We have the Fiesta Haraya, Lunsod Lunsad, Impakabsat are the three big events that we are doing to flourish the creative sector of this city. No? So we have always been a part of this, and we will continue to be. Thank you very much.